Hi, welcome along to this short video. Lindsay and I are going to tell you a little bit about our next workshop, Business and Marketing of Counselling. So Lindsay, another workshop planned, which is exciting.
Very exciting. I've loved all the workshops we've done so far. It's been really great to meet counsellors and hear about their ideas and really get to grips with what's going on for them and really help them with their business. It's really exciting. So yeah, we've got our next one coming up shortly, which will be really good. So
Yeah, I'm excited too. And I guess as I was thinking about doing this, I was thinking about what do we offer, because there's a lot out there. And I think perhaps what we offer is different to what's out there, and maybe in answer to, because there's a lot of noise, there's a lot out there, so much, And what I hope, and from the feedback people go away with at the end of our workshop, is less noise and a bit of clarity, a bit more confidence, and a plan. And hopefully they relax into their private practice, both the business practices, which is what you present, and the marketing, which is what I present. I hope, and I think the feedback backs this up, and everything we do is around this, isn't it? That they go away and they're more able and comfortable. They go, I'm going to do this and this, and I know I need to do this and this, and I've got my how-tos, or I know where to look. And then also the new thing that we're introducing into the workshops, which you're going to tell us about in a minute, is they've even got a plan that they're starting to populate and fill in.
Yeah, so I think, as you say, I think the unique thing that we offer is the fact that there's two of us running this workshop. So you're getting kind of two for the price of one, if you like, because you're coming at it for the marketing point of view, I'm coming at it from the business point of view, but we're both practicing private practitioners. So we both run practices. We both know what this works like. I have marketing that I work on for me. You have business admin that you work on for you. So we're coming at it not just with our areas of speciality, but with a wealth of knowledge from actually running a private practice. And I think the other thing that you and I offer that means that we work well together is that we both have this idea that there is no one correct way. So it is about finding your way through all this noise. And that's where I think it can get confusing, where it can get overwhelming, because there is a lot of people out there saying, this is the way to do it. You have to do this, you have to do that. And actually, it's about finding your way through it. So that's something that I think we do really well in our workshops. We keep the workshop really small. It's very interactive, and I love that people have chance to speak, but they're invited to speak. I mean, one of the bits of feedback that I absolutely loved was someone said that they were invited to speak, and that they felt that there wasn't pressure that they had to speak. And I felt that was a lovely piece of feedback from me. I really liked that, because it felt that it reflected the sort of ethos, if you like, of our workshops, that it is about, please come and talk about your stuff, please come and make it interactive so that we can focus on you, and we all learn from that. I mean, I've taken stuff away from these workshops that I've implemented in my practice as well. So in terms of building a plan going forward, I don't think that you and I really have a kind of, like 12 steps to market your private practice. That's not how we work, that we could put out a generic piece like that. But what we can do is help you decide the next 2 or 3 steps to market your practice, to help you build, attract your clients into your practice. So yeah, this yearly planner that we've brought in, I'm very excited to see how that's going to work. And it's that idea of giving people enough structure that they feel like they've got some support underneath them, but not too much structure that they're constrained by, this is the only way that you can do things. So it's trying to get that sort of hybrid of helping people without directing them. Does that make sense? I don't know if I've talked myself out of something.
A bit like counselling.
A bit like counselling. That's it. Exactly that. It is a bit like counselling. It's a bit like when you work with your clients and you kind of throw in suggestions, but it's not advice. It's just a kind of, have you looked at it another way? Have you thought about this?
And that is, I think, at the heart of the workshop is we talk about some common challenges and importantly some solutions.
Yeah.
But we also, because it's kept such a small number, we can actually respond in the here and now to people's challenges. It's remarkable how much similarity there is in people's challenges. And as you said about the marketing, so I look at probably 12 or 14 different marketing, I don't know, roads or whatever you want to call them, methods, even this marketing speak I'm not keen on, but different ways of building your practice using marketing or awareness or visibility, whatever you want to call it. But the good news is, and I truly believe this, is find a couple that work for you. during the day while we're talking about them, or a couple you're already doing, and maybe we can tune them up during the workshop. You'll go away with a few extra ideas. You might go away with a new way. And the most important thing, I think the most successful marketing is the way that works for you.
Yeah.
As a practitioner, come along, explore some of these ways. If this way works for you, then we're going to talk about how you might implement that in your business to make it work. Because I think what doesn't work is trying to do something that doesn't work for you. And I think there is so much noise out there around this because people want to talk about what's worked for them, and that's absolutely great. I mean, I'm not on TikTok. You ain't going to find me on TikTok. It's not my gig, but for some people it is.
Yeah.
But if I thought I had to do that, find a way to do that, that ain't going to work.
Yeah.
But I might go along to a networking event or get my Google list. Well, all of these things we talk about.
Yeah.
And the same with business admin. Until I started working with you, I was a bit overwhelmed by it. And you bring some real clarity to that.
That's the thing. And again, with the admin, the admin for someone who's working in a full-time practice is going to be a little bit different from someone who runs a sort of minimal practice. And even the way that you work, whether you work online, whether you work face-to-face, whether you're doing walk and talk, there's all these different ways of doing it, and they all have slightly different flavors in terms of what's required for the admin. And again, I think what I like to think I do with these workshops is really break down that overwhelm about, what should I be doing, what could I be doing, and take some of that fear away about, people's fear around doing it wrong, and people's fear around doing the taxes and, keeping the paperwork right. And, we all want to do things right. We all want to do the best for our clients and for ourselves. And it's not, again, like you say, it's not that hard. You need one or two techniques and we can teach you those. That's what we're doing. So the workshop, as we say, it's a full day. It's an online full day. So it is quite a long day. It does, it takes quite a bit of energy. We appreciate that, but we do break it down into sort of 4 units. It's split across 4 units. So there's plenty of breaks in the day. And we try and keep it more engaging. We've got questions, we've got polls. Like I say, we like to make it interactive to get people's feedback from that, and make sure that people aren't just falling asleep at the end of the day, because we appreciate a full day on Zoom is quite a lot to buy into. But in terms of, like bang for your buck, as it were, I think that we offer excellent value. I mean, for a start, there's 2 of us presenting, and therefore there's 2 of the brains behind answering the questions. And not just that, we have got, between us, we've got years of private practice experience, as well as other relevant business experience behind us. But it's roughly, we appreciate that it's a significant investment, but it's roughly the cost of, we reckon, around 2 sessions to attend this. Sessions. Yeah, 2.5 sessions. And what we do is we just really, really make it quite as tailored to you as we can do. And when there's specific information that you need, it might be that we'll follow up with an email and we'll send you that information. But as standard with the workshop, what you'll get is, obviously, you'll get a copy of all the notes, slides, and also we do various handouts. So like Andy was mentioning, he talks about like 12 or 13 different ways of marketing. So that's a lot of information to cram into and to talk about. So some of the stuff is on handouts, and you get that away, don't you, Andy? We send that away, and you've got more information to read on those handouts.
Yeah. I want to stress, we put quite a lot of work into this. So I've spent lots and lots of hours researching EAPs. There's a document about EAPs that we send out, and I've researched 1 or 2, and the contact information and those kind of things, and copywriting, in other words, what you write and how you write it. So there's another document. Yeah, there's quite a lot of information for people to take away afterwards. Yeah,
to take away and digest. And obviously you get a CPD certificate as well. And as we've talked about just briefly, the yearly planner, which we'll talk about throughout the 4 sessions and give you ideas about how to fill it. But again, it's not about giving you a sort of cookie cutter roadmap of what to do. It's about you taking the bits and pieces that work for you and trying to build a plan that will help you run your business for the next 12 months. And the other thing that we started doing, which we did for the first time in the last workshop, is we now run these optional follow-up sort of refocusing sessions. So that's basically like we offer an hour, usually about 4 weeks after the workshop, which just gives you a bit of chance to sort of go away, digest the information that you've got, maybe have a run at it, have a practice at it, see if some things are working, some things aren't working. You've got a chance to come back and ask some follow-up questions and sort of refocus a little bit on that. So it's you know, again, that's it's entirely optional for you, and it's included in the price of your ticket. So there's no additional fees for that, but you get a little bit more access to us to come back with some questions, which again I think
I
is a
enjoyed
unique
that.
thing.
Yeah, I enjoyed that on the last one because we came back and talked about some of the success, some of the challenges they were having. And I know one or two people might use it for accountability. For instance, they might say, I'm going to come back in 4 weeks, Andrew, having done that press release, or Lindsay, having got that accounts thing up to date. And they can share that with us and celebrate that, or even come and talk about their challenges for that. I like the idea that we've added the hour follow-up, and it's included in that, like we say, you know, the cost of a couple of client sessions.
Yes, we've got that. The other thing that's really important to Andy and I is that, you know, counsellors have access to this information, you know, to these sorts of training. If you find that the price is a bit steep for you, we are open to a discussion for that, you know, so come and have a chat with us. Andy, is there something you'd like to add on that?
Just that we started that in the pandemic, and we've decided to maintain it. That we want this to be a level playing field for people, because the field isn't. And one of the ways that we contribute to that is, if this is difficult for whatever reason, get in touch with Lindsay or I, and let's work out what is affordable, and let's see if we can make a space for you on the next workshop. That's
yeah, please feel free to contact us. So, I mean, there's more information about the workshop on the website. So that's www.businessofcounselling.com. And that gives you access to a whole lot of blogs that we've written about various marketing and business things. It's got all the information about the workshops, the upcoming workshops, how much they are, a bit more sort of detail around what we cover in the workshops. And it's also got our contact details, our email addresses that you can email. You can email us with any questions, either about the workshop or anything that we've covered in any of our blogs. You know, please just feel free to ask any questions you would like to ask. So is there anything that we've missed? I think I'm just trying to look
just thinking about the website, and there's so much information on there. We're adding it all the while. There's a lot of free stuff on there. So, you know, Lindsay, you're prolific at offering wonderful information. So get on there and look at that. And I guess the workshops are on offer on there. But as an alternative, if people don't want to do that, we do the 1 hour with you, 1 hour with me. So you can have an hour's tailored and an hour with me marketing. And that's an alternative for people that can't get on the workshop for whatever reason as well.
Yeah, so if the full day is a bit much for you, or for example, if you're already running something but you need a bit of fine tuning, then it might be a little bit of one-on-one coaching. And again, you've got access to both of us there through the workshop. So we've got our details about our one-to-one coaching is on the website, our workshops are on the website, and we've got some free resources in terms of blogs and things on the workshop, plus our contact details.
And also, just really as a real final thing, if you've made it to the end of the video, thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks very much. We hope to see you soon at the workshops. Take care.
Cheers.